Okay, we're going to jump back right into that file that we started. We have our drag drop functionality, so if I test this file, of course, we have the drag drop functionality that we had before, but we're going to do a little bit more. We want collision detection. We want some things to happen, some user feedback. We don't want to just have it drag and drop. When you hit the square on the square, we want something to happen so the user understands they hit the square. So let's start to build that. I'm going to do a square add event listener. And in this event, I'm going to use a enter frame event. So enter underscore frame. And now I'm going to call my function here square collide handler. Collide handler. And I'll write my function. I'm just going to copy and paste actually. That's a good way to avoid syntax errors. And event. What I want to do is use a conditional statement, and I'm just going to start with the basic conditional setup. If parameter happens, run these methods. That's essentially what that is. So if this happens, do this. Okay, so now we tell it what the if then happens. So if square dot hit test object, and the test object is the parameter, has a parameter. The parameter is of course what the test object is. Square target is our instance name. If that happens, then we want to, for now we're just going to use a trace. We're just going to say square hit detected. Alright, let's just see what happens when that do we do that? And would you look at that? It is detecting all kinds of hits going on there. It's going nuts. Awesome, so that works. But let's do something a little bit more fun. We don't want it to just pass a trace statement. We want it to give them some kind of visible feedback, because of course trace statement's only useful for us. The user doesn't see that. So I'm going to comment that out. Now that I know that my function and my conditional works, I'm going to tell it square target. I'm going to tell the square target to change the way it looks by going to and stopping on the second frame. So go to and stop on the second frame. And then I want my object to no longer be visible. I mean, I'm not going to mess with whether or not it still drags and drops. I'm just going to say I want the square to be invisible. So square dot visible equals false. Oop, false, not flassy. Okay, let's try that. And no errors so far. Click, drag, and boom, there we go. Our dragged square is gone. I can't even see it. I can't click on it anymore. And the target is now a yellow outline instead of a solid yellow square. So now all we have to do is a little copy paste. So circle, triangle, same thing here. I'm just going to Control C, Control V, and then I'm going to make it for the circle. So, oop, wrong one, go down one. So here, paste, paste, paste. This is the benefit of a little copy paste. It really speeds things up. I'll do the same thing for the triangle. Paste, paste, paste. Paste and paste. So that should be it. Let's see what happens. Test it and see if I throw an error. Oh man, I gotta throw an error sometime soon. And just like that. Done. So pretty fun, pretty easy. You guys should be able to apply that one to a lot of projects that you're working on.